Machine coming to you guys with another video. And yeah, as you can tell, I got the magnet on the truck. I got the logo on the other side. I got the stacks. Wearing my shirt. Yeah, you know. So we're about to get into this video. Thanks to one of my subscribers. I talked to them. Here's their comment right here, or right here, here. Anyways, there's their comment, and they asked me a few questions, and I answered to the best of my ability and what I experienced in the welding field as far as opening a business. Alright guys, so I got some key points. I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 6 key points right here. Take a picture. No, I'm just joking. Don't take a picture. I'm going to talk about them in depth, in detail. Okay. Thank you for all those who subscribe. I appreciate you guys' support. And you know, hey, if you want to see a video, something with some welding equipment, welding tips and tricks, or anything like that, just drop a comment down below and I'll help you out the best of my ability. If you got any questions, as far as, I try to answer within an hour of whoever, you know, comments on the video or comments on any video. I try to answer within an hour. And, you know, as the channel grows and gets bigger and bigger, then it's going to kind of be harder to answer everybody's question. But I try to answer to the best of my ability. And I like to try to answer everybody's questions. Alright, so now we're getting into the video. The video is going to be called Business. Business / getting into the trade. Alright, so first things first, don't knock Harbor Freight until you try it, because I am proof. My old instructor told everybody, if you can make a machine that they say is crappy, if you can make that weld as good as a Lincoln or a Miller, it's not the machine that makes the welder, it's the welder that makes the machine. Because if you don't set the machine right and properly, then that's the welder's fault. The machine is a machine. It's built and made for you to set up and, you know, get the settings, get everything right. And your positioning, travel speed, angle, all of that. So if it don't come out right and your welds look like globs of poop, you need to rethink your settings. Fun tip. So therefore, I hear a lot of people talk about Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight ain't that bad. I mean, they're limited to what they got to do. You get what you pay for. But a Harbor Freight machine can weld and do things that a lot of people try to deny. It's all about the welder. The machine doesn't make the welder makes the machine. Remember that. That's it for that. I mean, there's no other thing. I mean, if your skills can make a Harbor Freight welder look like a Lincoln weld or a Miller weld or ESAB welder, anything like that, I mean, then you're doing something. That means your skills, you got some good skill. I know a lot of people that I went to school with that can't make a Harbor Freight weld look good. It's all it is name brand. That's all it is a brand. A brand name that you're paying for. And yeah, just a name brand. That's it. A welder's a welder. I mean, you can get it cheap. You know, only thing that's different is stuff is made cheaper for certain things, but it's a welding machine. As long as it makes you money. Say you make your first check, your paycheck doing side work or something, right? You make it. Boom, say you bought a welder from Harbor Freight for 200 bucks. Somebody needs you to weld something, stick weld something, or build a trailer or anything. And then you take what your business makes, or if you do it on the side, your hourly rate. And a lot of people do that. I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying for people that do that. If you make enough money, I say about $50 or whatever, you pay for that welder, so if it breaks, you can go buy a new one. Don't spend all the money you make. You gotta think, because equipment and machines are meant to be broken down and have to buy new ones, because if that was the case, nobody would have a new welder. They'll stick with what they had if it don't break down. But anyways, this is rambling. Alright, so next point, getting started. Now, we're going to get into 2 parts of this. We're going to getting started into business and getting started into the trade. Okay, first, we're going to go with the business because I went through this whole process, and sorry guys for any noises or anything, because I'm at a house, well, I'm at the shop and people are using the air compressor, so I'm in my truck right now, as y'all can tell. But getting started in the business, the process is not that expensive. It really isn't. At first, when I was first starting out, I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna have all the money for this and things like that. It's not that expensive. I think the most I've spent so far will be like $100 $126. And that's for the LLC. You don't have to get the LLC. You can get the DBA. DBA in North Carolina. In North Carolina. Now, I don't know about anywhere else, but in North Carolina, it's $26 for 100 counties, or all the counties in North Carolina, to do business in all 100 counties. I paid 26 bucks. For the LLC, I paid 126 or 125. It's one of those numbers. Okay, but anyways, so first things first, when you get into the business, make sure you're certified. I mean, if you're not certified, that's fine. I mean, it's just however long you've been into it. But that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, so the first things you want to do, come up with a name. And what I did was I searched the name on Google. I had 2 names that I had before the welding machine, and all of them were taken. So I found that one. Boom, it made it, and I registered it. Come up with a logo. Okay, because you need something. I don't care what it is. I mean, I got something right here. I'll show y'all what it looked like. I mean, this is my logo. I know my hands is kind of crusty. Focus camera. Boom. That's my logo right there. You know. But anyways, that's my logo. Simple. I had my brother create it for me. It cost me about 40 bucks. For the decal on the windows, 80 bucks. For the magnets, I went to Vistaprint, and that came out to $75 because I used a discount. Anyways, so yeah, come up with a logo. Come up with a name. Search the name. And then you go to your registered deeds office in whatever city or state you live in. Go to your registered deeds office. Fill out the paperwork. And that's for a DBA, doing business as. Because if you're not using your real name, then do a DBA. Do a DBA. And then I went from doing a DBA to go ahead and get LLC. Because I just want to go ahead and get LLC. Because it's more coverage on LLC versus DBA. And that'll be another video, because that's a whole lot of talking gonna be on. This video is already 7 minutes. I'm gonna have to cut it down. But yeah, so you go to DBA, you get that. Then I went to LLC right away, like the next week. And the only reason why I did that is because I have faith in myself, and I know I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I mean, and I got the motivation. So I went to get LLC. That was 126 bucks, and I had to go to, where did I go? I had to go to the Department of Revenue, I think it was. I'll have something where it says it. And the paperwork is easy. Everything has got steps. It tells you what you got to put there. And whether or not you be owner, organizer, and member, that's your title. So when you get ready to sign a paper, you got to put organizer and member, because you're both. I'm only a one-man LLC. So yeah, you do that. Then it takes 5 to 7 business days when they start to process it. That's the longest wait time I ever had. Then after that, start looking into opening a banking account, a business checkings account for your business. My bank only charged 100 bucks to open it with money. And also, with that whole banking, if you can use QuickBooks, use QuickBooks. The bank that I bank through, the bank that I bank through, I can't use QuickBooks. So I got to do everything on Excel. Old style, old school. Label everything. No QuickBooks for me. And that hurts, because technology makes it easier. And the bank that I go through is a Stone Age. And I regret it. But, you know, I'm going to do what I got to do. QuickBooks will help you label everything. And yes, being an owner, you can invest. Now, 2 things. You can invest your money, or you can loan your money to yourself. But invest my money into my business. So I invested X amount of dollars. Say if I need to buy something or something for the business. I invest my personal money. I keep a record on my Excel sheet and put investment. But you got to prove where the money come from because of taxes. So it's got to move from your personal account to your business account. Don't deposit cash and then transfer it, because it won't work like that, because they'll wonder where that money came from if you're doing it the legit way. But yeah, so do it the legit way if you can. Let's see, what was I talking? Okay, yeah. So if you can get the QuickBooks, get the QuickBooks. Make sure it works with your banking account that you got. All right, so yeah, open a banking account. Next, insurance. I don't know how much insurance costs for certain people. It all depends on what you own. Do you own all your equipment? Being that I own all my equipment, I have no employees except for myself. My insurance is going to be a little bit cheaper. I don't know what my insurance is going to be yet. Because I don't know what it's going to be yet. I didn't get the first bill. But I'll keep you guys up to date with that. If you follow me on Instagram at The Welding Machine. I post somewhat daily. I try to. But yeah, get your insurance so you can get covered because you don't want to get sued. And also get a lawyer to write up a contract that people sign. So saying, you know, blah, 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 blah. You don't want to write it yourself because if you do and you choose the wrong wording, it could screw you. Literally. I'm going to get a lawyer to write up my contract. I'm going to have my my customer sign. You know, if it be it vehicles, look over everything. I'm going to go through with a sheet. They're going to sign it. Everything doing legit. Continuing down the list, getting started. That's all the steps I took to getting started. Okay, now, getting started with welding in the trade. Two sides of this coin. You got the people that are apprentices, and you got people that go to college. Okay, apprenticeships, I don't disagree with it. It's good. It lets you work, you make money, you learn, and you make money. All right. Me, I wanted to get into that, but where my situation came into, I had only one option, and that was go to community college. But the community college was not that bad because I left school without debt. It's not a must. You don't have to go to school to be a welder. You can be an apprentice. They got apprenticeship programs everywhere. You just got to look for it. You can do apprenticeship program through a union. You can do... I mean, it all depends on what your financial situation is. For me, it was cheaper to do that way. I didn't owe any money. I got financial aid, and it helped me through, and I graduated. Got my certificate/diploma. Proud of that because it took a lot of hard work to get that, and I left school with some certs. You know, D1, stick welding, uphill, vertical up. Horizontal, all of that, flux core, all of that, MIG welding, boom, boom, boom. Get as many certs as you can. Now, college, okay. Decide on what you want to do, and if you can get financial aid and you can go to school for a diploma, you can get the same amount of stuff, and that'll work for you. And if you come out debt free, hey, that's all that matters. You don't want to leave school with debt, okay. College myth or / trap. It all depends. For me, it was not a trap. It was not a myth. It worked for me. I didn't owe anything. I had to buy books and stuff. Financial aid pretty much covers a lot of stuff. A lot of people can't get financial aid, and that's when you got to balance it. Apprenticeship, they pay you. College, you pay them. Nothing's really, you know, it all depends, really. You got to take a look at your financial situation, whether or not college is for you or if it's not for you. I push more towards whatever helps you out. If you feel better with going to apprenticeship, do it. If you can make money, I wish I would have done apprenticeship, to be honest with you, because in college it's a class of 30-something people. Apprenticeship, it could be just you and the person that's trying to train you. Or not trying to train you, but training you. You know, pay attention, ask questions, you know, all of that. Because if you don't ask, you won't know. And one thing I can tell you about college, that when you go to college, everything's perfect. You got the smooth cut material, grind it. It ain't like that in real life when you're welding. Mill scale, thick mill scale. You got to grind it off. Or some jobs where I'm working at, they want you to weld over top of it. Use your best judgment. I grind it off. Grind it off. You got rust. Let's just say school, apprenticeship. Apprenticeship is here, school's here. Apprenticeship, you learn how it is in the real workforce. Okay. School, you're in an imaginary place. Like, man, this is easy, man. Welding, you know, everything's clean. You can grind, take your time. Real life don't work like that. People want stuff done ASAP. As fast as you can, cheap or expensive. I don't know. It depends on your area. So, yeah. I mean, school is like a dream place where you think everything's supposed to be perfect. Apprenticeship, you get down in the nitty gritty and you actually see how it really is and what it's like. So I mean, both got its benefits, both got its negatives. One thing you gotta think of: you want to make money now, or you want to make money 6 years later and a ton of debt. Trades. It is I wouldn't say it's a dying. Welding is a dying breed, but not that many people get into welding. Believe it or not, not that many people. We need more guys, ladies, everybody to jump into welding, because welding is where it's at, in my opinion, because I'm a welder. Trades, you make more money. I mean, you can make more money than anybody. You make top. Now, depends on your area. If you are near the pipeline and all that, you can make boohoo money. You do mobile welding, you can make a lot of money. If you go legit, or if you don't go legit, side hustle, whatever you call it. I mean, that's totally up to you. But money's in the trades, because people need it. If something breaks, somebody's going to need somebody to come out and weld it. Then, if you go to school or whatever you do, now this is what I recommend. I don't mean go ahead and do it. But for me personally, when I went to school, I saved the money. Yeah, because you get a little financial aid check and all that crap. I mean, whatever. I used that for books, schoolwork, and then I bought my first Harbor Freight welder. Practice. I practice at home. Okay, I practice at home. I practice anytime I can get. So, in my opinion, I think every welder should own one piece of welding equipment. All you need is a adapter to run from your washer and dryer, and boom, you can weld. They got the cords made. You gotta look it up. But yeah, I mean, I believe every welder should buy his own welding equipment or something. I mean, people might have something broken, they need somebody to fix it. You just got a side job right there. Bam. All you got, little welder. I mean, it just starts like that. My first job, after I got out of school, worked at a welding place for about 7 months until I got laid off because they shut down. I got aluminum John boat. Somebody wanted me to fix some holes in it. I mean, the holes are probably about the size of a pencil lead. Fixed it, got the money out of it, because I had welders. Saved up, bought them. Buy them as you go. If you plan on starting a business, if you plan on starting a business, buy as you go. Don't buy it all at once. Own your equipment. If you buy used, buy used. If you can buy new, buy new. I got a bunch of used equipment. Well, yeah, I got a bunch of used equipment that I got, and I got a lot of new equipment that I got. The generator welder is a used piece of equipment. It's only got 1,000 hours. Hey, I don't have anything wrong with that. It works. It does what it's supposed to do. If you can buy new equipment, buy it. If you can, but the whole thing is to stay debt free when you do a business. The whole thing is debt free. That's all you want. You don't want to be leaving with debt or loans or anything like that, because that's just gonna hurt you in the long run. Because a lot of people want to just go out and buy a big truck, $33,000 truck with a bunch of brand new equipment on the back, and then you ain't making no money. Comment. Thank you guys for subscribing.